Prada made one of the most hyped fragrances of this year, and I've been wearing it for a week straight now to figure out if it's actually worth the money. Because here's the thing that nobody wants to tell you. There's one situation where this fragrance fails. Stick around because by the end, you'll know if Prada Paradigme Le Parfum is right for you or if YSL Myself belongs on your shelf. All right, so full transparency here. I picked this up literally because it was getting hyped. So I wanted to see, is this actually good or is it just Prada being Prada? And I'm gonna break it down the way I wish somebody broke it down before I dropped the money. Let's talk about this fragrance, all right? First off, the opening. When you first spray this, it hits you with that fresh, clean kind of vibe, like that crisp feeling right after a shower. It's got that fresh opening that Prada does really well. Now here is where it gets interesting, all right? So after about 20 minutes, this is where you start smelling the dry down, and I feel like this is the part most reviews might gloss over because this is what you're gonna be smelling for the rest of the day. The dry down. It's kind of got this like woody, vanilla-y, amber type of smell that Prada is known for. If you ever smelled Prada L'Homme, it's got that little soapiness to it, not the iris I would say, but it's got that fresh, soapy feeling, and it's got you can feel the heaviness, if that makes sense. But the vanilla, for sure, it comes straight out of this. You first spray it on the first 20 minutes and you smell it, but after that it does start getting towards the dry down. All right, so how long does this thing actually last? I was trying it out for a week in Spain. That is where I bought this one. Yeah, I would say like after the first 20 minutes you can sense that it's starting to like give away, go down to its dry down. I would say this thing, walking around Spain in the high heat, this thing lasted pretty much 5 hours. I wouldn't say it's like the craziest thing. I wouldn't say I wasn't disappointed with the strength of it. Some people might have gotten more out of this, but in my experience I didn't get a lot. So if you want this fragrance to last longer, I would say spray it like 3 or 4 6 times. All right, so this could last you, we could say, like maybe like a half a day. All right, let's talk about projection. So this fragrance, I wouldn't say it's one of those that screams across the room. This is the type of fragrance that people notice when they're close to you or nearby you. Honestly, for most situations, that's exactly what you want. But this is the part that nobody tells you. Remember how I said there's one situation that this fragrance fails at? This is it. If you're looking for a beast, a monster fragrance, then this one is likely not for you. If you like something that you yourself will enjoy throughout the day and maybe you get the occasional compliment, then you should pick this one up. The original one, I smelled that, and I would say I think that one lasts longer, to be honest, and that one you can use anytime, any place. Now, YSL Myself Absolute. Now this is maybe one that you might be looking into getting as well. Some people might compare it to this one because of the vanilla aspect to it, the soapiness. This one is also a great fragrance. Myself is a little louder, a little sweeter. This is more of a look at me kind of scent. Paradigme is the cleaner, more put together type of scent. Here's the one situation I was talking about that this fragrance right here fails at, okay? This is not a going out type of fragrance. I think this fails at getting the big projection that you need. Maybe even on a date night, I don't know if this one you would want to wear. I think this may fail at, getting the attention that you want. This, I would say, is like an everyday type of scent. I would say it's a daytime work, everyday fragrance rather than a special fragrance that gets you attention. And honestly, that's the whole point of this video, that this fragrance really is, it's a go-getter. It's an all-round, versatile fragrance. You can wear this going out, like to restaurants, special occasions. But this is just a very clean, basic, soapy, vanilla fragrance that, I wouldn't say doesn't offend, but, it's not unique in a way, You can literally wear this with nice clothing, a suit, or, just casually. This is literally the smell good without trying too hard type of scent, All right, bottom line. So if you want something attention-grabbing, sweeter, then I would go with YSL Myself Absolute. But if you're looking for, the everyday scent that fits with whatever occasion, go with Prada Paradigme Le Parfum. This will do wonders for you, because at the end of the day, smelling good is an easy way to elevate your presence and your confidence, and that's what matters. All right, and that is the end of this review. And if you like this type of content, fragrances, men's lifestyle, a little bit of travel, a little bit of film content here and there, then hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments which one you like, Prada Paradigme Le Parfum or YSL Myself Absolute. Take it easy and see you in the next one.